Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki has sent a special message to the people of Tigray. Welcome to my views and news. Thanks for watching the channel. Good to be with you. These days, the developments between Eritrea and Tigray are not happening through official channels, but unofficial channels are being used to give position statements. Abil Said met with Birhane, a TPLF activist, a few days ago. That was a sort of meeting between TPLF and PFDJ. So the regional policy of Eritrea and TPLF is being disclosed by these activists who are closely linked to the parties they represent. Avil represents Eritrea, Eritrean government, PFDJ, Birhane, and other TPLF activists close to TPLF, government TPLF people represent TPLF. Sasavurki has sent a special message to the people of Tigray through Avil Said. Avil published this message a few hours ago. Message is very clear. Two main points were mentioned by Avil. Firstly, Eritrea is open to all Tigray activists, Tigray people. Anytime these activists can visit Eritrea and work for peace, work for better bilateral relations. First message. Avil Said invited all EPLF, other Tigray activists, that they can visit Eritrea anytime. Obviously, he was speaking on behalf of Eritrean government. Avil, on his own, cannot allow these TPLF people or Tigray activists to visit Eritrea. He represents Eritrean government unofficially. He is in alliance with Eritrean military too, because when he met with Birhane, obviously he met after getting a green light from the Eritrean military, Eritrean government. Second part of the message shared by Avil is very interesting. By the way, the first part of the message indicates that we could see now more engagement between Tigray and Eritrean activists. Tigray and Eritrean political workers. Political workers mean PFDJ and TPLF. Otherwise, you know that Eritrea is a very close society. No room for any opposition there. Same is the case in Tigray to a lesser extent here. But no room for opposition here. Opposition is not allowed to operate freely in Tigray. Second part of the message is very interesting. Sasavurki is saying that no one will die of starvation in Tigray. No one will die with excuse by the people in power that there is lack of food. The second part is very important. Tigray will not be allowed to be put under siege again. What I reported months ago now is being confirmed. This is what Tigray wanted. This is what Tigray got assurance about from Eritrea TPLF when it reached a deal, 2-point deal with Eritrean government a few months ago. Sasavurki says that the way Eritrean government helped Sudanese people during the Sudanese civil war, which is ongoing, Eritrea is ready to share whatever it has, Eritrean people ready to share whatever they have with Tigrayans. Did Eritrean government, Eritrean people really help Sudanese people? How many Sudanese people enter Eritrea? I don't think that large number of Sudanese people enter Eritrea. Maybe a few hundred, at maximum a few thousand. I don't think a few thousand, maybe a few hundred. When they entered Eritrea from Sudan, Sudanese refugees, UN, other aid organizations were not allowed by Eritrean government to take care of those refugees. Eritrean government in a statement said that Eritreans will take care of the Sudanese people, but are Eritreans, do they have enough resources to take care of Sudanese people? No, I don't think so. Eritrean government not in a position to host thousands of refugees. UN not allowed. UN was not allowed to take care of refugees. Sudanese people did not enter Eritrea in large numbers. They mainly entered Egypt, Ethiopia, South Sudan, Chad. Now, second part is interesting, that no one will die of hunger in Tigray. What does it mean? It means two things, I think. Either Eritrea will support the people of Tigray. Eritrea is saying that people of Tigray can enter Eritrea anytime. They can share meals with the people of people of Eritrea will share their meals with the people of Tigray. Or that Eritrea will provide food aid to the people of Tigray. Second part is second explanation of this point is very interesting. Would it mean that Eritrea is saying that Eritrean ports can be used by Tigray? That if Tigray wants to import food for its people, it does not have to rely on Ethiopian ports. Ethiopia is not lifting the siege on Tigray. Ethiopia is not allowed Tigray to get access to Sudan through Western Zone. Eritrea is open. Eritrean ports can be used by people of Tigray to receive aid. This is what Eritrean government implied through this message by Abil. By the way, the last few days we have been seeing reports by pro-TPLF news outlets, that about media's stolen others, and they have been they're openly now saying that Eritrea is agreeing to allow Tigray to use Eritrean ports. Tigray can gain access to Eritrean ports. This is what the two sides have agreed on. Now, Abil Said's message is indirect confirmation of strategic alliance being built between Tigrayans. By Tigrayans, I mean ruling class in Tigray and PFDJ, because there is one group of Tigrayans which is strongly opposed to any links with Eritrea. Especially, they're opposed to any strategic relation with Eritrea. They might support working relations, but they're not in support of strategic relations with Eritrea. Getachew supporters, Getachew-backed armed fighters, some opposition parties, they're opposed to formation of strategic ties between Tigray and Eritrea. They say Eritrea cannot be trusted. Eritrea destroyed Tigray. By the way, this is what TPLF has been saying too for the last 4 years, but now their views have changed. They've been saying that EDF is it destroyed Tigray, all the development, all the progress which Tigray made over the last 2 decades was reversed because of Eritrean military involvement in the war, and Eritrea will have to pay the price. But because of the conflict between TPLF and federal government, alliances are shifting now. You'll see more engagements between TPLF and Eritrea how will Varade handle the situation? Because Varade, when he signed the 8-point document with the federal government, agreed that he won't allow any contacts between groups in Tigray and foreign elements, which could be a threat to national unity and sovereignty of Ethiopia. So while Ethiopian government is not in contact with Eritrean government, Eritrea has banned Ethiopian airlines from flying in Eritrea. TPLF is forming a strategic alliance with Eritrea. Why? Because TPLF feels threatened by federal government. Federal government not restoring its status. So TPLF says it's in private conversation, people say that they're fighting for survival. Abiy wanted to crush them. Abiy is still bent on crushing TPLF. TPLF needs to explore other avenues. Let's see how Sasavuki's message will be received in Tigray. How will the people of Tigray, TPLF, other parties respond to it? Thanks for watching.